you guys. Well, welcome back to the channel. We last left off when we were in Tennessee, and we actually went backpacking at the Nordhaus Dunes for the first time. It was our first time ever backpacking, which was amazing, but unfortunately I did not record anything or any vlog footage of that. But today, as you can see, we have the kayaks on the car. We're going camping, and we're bringing the kayaks for the first time, so that's definitely going to be new. We're going to be driving about 4 hours up to Empire, Michigan. We're going to do some kayaking, hopefully on the Platte River, Lake Michigan, do some hiking, and also some astrophotography. We're actually going to be car camping on our friend's property who is building a cabin up there. It's not finished yet, so we're going to be car camping, and my mom's actually going to meet us up there, which that should be super fun. And hopefully going to meet up with a couple other people, but yeah, so we're going to finish putting the kayaks on the car, packing it up, and start heading off on this 4-hour drive. Alright, so we're about almost 2 hours in, and we had to make a pit stop for the kayak. Ratchet strap or whatever we have for these kayaks is kind of moving, and our kayaks are definitely not the best kayaks in the world. They were super cheap, and they're not normal shaped as most kayaks, so they're a little bit iffy on these J-hooks. So Andrew is just kind of retightening it right now. We're just hoping that it's going to make it up there. So yeah, we got about 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours left, so let's hope we make it. So a dam broke and that entire lake completely emptied. The last time we passed by, it was completely dry. It looked like a complete desert. We just recently got some rain, so there was a little bit of water, but that's pretty creepy looking. All right, well, we're on stop number 2. A foldable kayak or an inflatable kayak or even an inflatable soup board. It's looking a lot better than these kayaks right now. We love kayaking, but man, are they a pain to transport long distances. Alright, well, after we adjusted the straps, they seem to do very well. So we are about 6 minutes away from the cabin. And the sun is basically setting as we speak. So we're basically probably just going to get there and set up and cook some dinner and just relax. So I don't know how much more filming we're going to do today, but I'm happy to say that I think the kayaks have made it. Well, we made it. Here is the cabin. I wouldn't quite call it a cabin. That's a bit of an understatement. It's an incredible house that they're building right off of M22, right outside of Empire and Sleeping Bear National Lakeshore. So the house inside isn't finished, so we're going to be car camping, and the sun actually already set, so we're going to unload the car, get some firewood, spark up a fire, and cook some food. Well, we started a fire, and we are about to cook some food up. We're not making anything fancy, just hot dogs and baked beans. Andrew started a fire. They obviously have some massive fires if you look at the size of this fire pit. We finally upgraded to one of these propane stoves, the one that has a double burner, because we have a backpacking stove and that works good. And we do like to cook stuff over the fire, but sometimes you get like ash and stuff in your food more than you would like. So yeah, we are trying this one out. It was only 50 bucks, so slowly but surely we are starting to compile all of our own camping gear. And yeah, we're about to cook up some hot dogs. Alright, so it's a lot later now. It's probably almost 12 o'clock and we're getting ready for bed, and this is where we're going to be sleeping tonight. We just have to move some of this stuff, and that's kind of the beauty of having a platform, and honestly why I love it, because all this stuff that's up there that you see there is going to fit underneath or in the front seat. So we're going to move some of this stuff and get set up for bed. Alright, and just like that, it's a bed. Alright, well, we moved this stuff and we are about ready for bed. This light is super bright. I don't know if you guys can see me, but man, I forgot how comfy this is. Just being flat makes such a difference in this bed. Everything is either in the front seat up there or under us right now. And we have these little bug screens that I'll show you in the morning when you can actually see them. So we have the windows rolled down. It's like 60 degrees, perfect car camping weather. There's too many clouds, so no star trails or any Milky Way stuff, but we still have quite a few more days and it's supposed to be pretty clear. So yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. So we are going to get some sleep. So good night, guys. All right, well, good morning. It is now the next morning. I slept amazing last night. It was honestly one of my best sleeps that I've had camping, probably in a long time. It was like 9 out of 10 if I had to rate it in terms of comfort and the amount of sleep that I got. I remember just falling asleep and all of a sudden it was 7:30 in the morning. I didn't wake up throughout the night at all. So this platform was definitely worth it. And since we've done such a poor job actually showing you guys how we use this, I'm gonna show you guys how we slept last night. So first, this was all filled with all of our stuff last night, the stuff that we needed to access. And then when we went to sleep, we just put everything underneath here. And anything that doesn't fit in the back over there, we just put in the front seats. And yeah, our camera bags, Andrew's clothes bag, some fans that we didn't end up using. But yeah, it's actually a lot more roomy than I was expecting. Then another key component are these bug screens. So our window is actually open all the way to here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's actually completely open. But this bug screen prevents bugs from coming in. So last night we slept with the windows completely down and we had an awesome cross breeze throughout, and that really helps keep us cool while we're inside. And the actual mattress it's not a mattress at all. It's just a bunch of like $5 pieces of foam from Walmart. And honestly, this is super comfortable. The key to this whole bed platform thing is that this is flat. The car before used to be on a slant and it would really hurt your back and your shoulders, and it was just, you can't sleep when you're not flat. So I guess I should show you guys what it's like inside. All right, so I'm gonna climb in here. All right, and we are in here. Andrew is actually getting firewood right now, so that's why he's not in here, but there is plenty of room between the two of us here. And I would say maybe the only negative about having one of these platforms is that there's not a lot of headroom. You see how far my head is to this? We chose to make it a little bit higher so that we could have more stuff underneath us. So that does sacrifice some headroom, but I would say it's absolutely worth it. Because to be honest, we don't really spend a lot of time with laying like this in the bed unless we're actually sleeping. So when we actually have to work or something, we'll do it in the front seat, or we'll bring like a pop-up table like we did this time and just work outside. But yeah, so it's obviously not the most roomy, but it's absolutely perfect for me. And like I said, I truly had like a 9 out of 10 sleep. I cannot believe how well I slept. I slept better than I slept the night before we left in our king size foam mattress at home. And another huge key component for me is that I cannot sleep when I'm hot. It has to be cool when I sleep, but this fan is absolutely perfect. You just hook it in right there, powered by a USB block charger, which I use to charge my phone. And I'm able to comfortably lay here. I'm completely laid out flat and my feet are not even touching the back. So tons of room in here, even for 2 people. And we put all of our keys and all the stuff that we're gonna need access to in these little compartments behind the seats. And yeah, really that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'm forgetting, but we are going to make a full video kind of giving a tour of how we actually built this. But that's just how we actually make it work in the car, and you'd be surprised as to what you need. This is as much as we need. As much as I'd love to have a trailer or something, this is absolutely perfect. And minus the lack of headroom, that's really the only negative. But as you can see, I'm sitting up in here just fine. And like I said, it is super comfortable. So overall, I am super stoked that we built this. It's already gotten a ton of use and I cannot wait for fall car camping. And the best part about this is it's 2 pieces of plywood. So while we're not using it as a bed, we can actually stack the 2 pieces of plywood and these back seats are fully functional. So that's definitely a huge plus. And then another great part about it is that now I basically have kind of like a truck bed that we can sit on. We're able to pretty much do whatever we want on here. We can cook, load and unload our camera gear. But yeah, that's another huge plus. And like I said, overall, I'm super excited about this. And yeah, so we are just hanging out at the cabin today. My mom actually met us up here, so we have been just kind of hanging out, taking it slow. She's staying inside the cabin, and let me just say that the cabin is absolutely beautiful. Maybe we'll give you guys a tour later if I can get permission from the owner. But other than that, our friend Elijah is coming to meet up with us. He lives not far from where we are, so yeah, he's gonna meet up with us, and I'm not really sure what the plan is, so I guess we'll see what happens. Now the next morning, actually. We basically just sat around the fire all night and just relaxed with Elijah. It was basically raining on and off all day, so we didn't even actually really leave our campsite very much. We had an amazing pork chop dinner and we made s'mores and we're just relaxing, and we seriously talked by the fire for almost 6 hours. So yeah, it was a really relaxing day, and honestly, this is what I wanted for this trip. I'm not really worried about photography. I don't think I've actually even taken any photos so far. But today we're actually going kayaking and we're gonna take these down a few rivers up here. But I think I might end the video here together and start a new video for the kayak adventures. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry there wasn't really any photos in this one, but yeah, you guys can stay tuned for the next video, which is going to be kayaking the Crystal River, the Platte River, or the Betsy River, or maybe all three, and hopefully a moonlight paddle. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But until then, peace.